from LA. I'm Jenny Taft here with Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. Good morning.
Jenny, how are you?
Good. How are you?
How are you, Shannon? I just have one request.
What?
I don't want to talk about the Cowboys anymore. I'm done with them. I've just had enough. They got no shot against the Eagles. It's over. The division's over. I concede. It's all yours.
You
No
sure
more
about
Cowboys.
It's been over for 25 years. Last time you won anything.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
About that.
All right. Interesting. I'm sorry you bring that up, Skip, because we are going to talk about the Cowboys today. We have so much to get to. Is Jerry Jones ruining the Cowboys by not getting Dak signed? Maybe that's the problem. And does Anthony Davis actually have a shot to win MVP over LeBron? But first, there were some big trades in the NFL yesterday. Jalen Ramsey has finally gotten his wish. The All-Pro corner was traded from the Jaguars to the Rams for 2 first-round picks and 1 fourth-rounder yesterday. This happened just hours after the Rams shipped off All-Pro DB Marcus Peters to the Ravens. Ramsey is expected to clear his physical and be available to play Sunday against the Falcons. So, Shannon, is this a good move or bad move?
Before I answer that, Skip, I love an organization that Stan Kroenke, who's the owner of the L.A. Rams, that will give the financial backing to Les Snead and Kevin Demoff that says, you know what, whatever you guys need financially, I have it available. Go get the best players available, and let's try to build a winner. Now, remind you, Skip, they're going into this billion dollar heritage estimated cost of $5 billion. And
Next year.
Next year.
Yeah.
The one thing we know about LA, Skip, what do they like? They like winners.
Yeah.
You don't need to be going in a building that seems to be $2 or $3 billion over budget. 3-13, 4-12. I believe Sean McVay, notwithstanding, Sunday was, I believe, Skip, was an anomaly. I believe it was a situation that we probably won't see again. They were averaging 29 points a game, which was 6th in the NFL. Defensively, they're not where they need to be. They're not close to where they were last year. So,
Timeout. Was the Tampa Bay an anomaly the week before? What was the score? 55-40?
but hold on.
Saw too.
But I'm saying offensively.
All right.
See, that's why they went and got Jalen Ramsey.
Okay.
See, they believe that they can rectify what happened on Sunday offensively. Defensively is where we've seen, Skip, they've started to struggle. So now you got Aaron Donald on the front end. Skip, he's starting to wake up. You see what he did Sunday, huh? You saw that. So now you got Aaron Donald on the front end. Now you pair him with one of the better corners on the back end. They serve each other, so this thing can be mutually beneficial. Now you got someone that can hold up a little longer. It will allow Aaron Donald, it will allow Brockers, it will allow Dante Fowler a little extra time to get to the quarterback, get the quarterback under that ground. Skip, when you lose Aqib Talib, he's going on IR. You trade Marcus Peters. You got to get something. Now, that was a heavy price to pay. It was a steep price. 2 first-rounders and a 4th-round pick. But you know what, Skip? What's the likelihood? I believe Sean McVay is going to get this offense turned around. They'll start to block a little better, and they'll be in the playoffs. The question is, where they're going to be drafting. Do you believe they can get the talent that Jalen Ramsey is at that pick? I do not. So with that being said, Skip, knowing Sean McVay, the mastermind that he is, he's going to make sure this offense is going to remain playing at a very high level. Sunday, notwithstanding, not only do I like the move, I love the move. Because you get a guy that's going to be 25 next year. You pair him with Aaron Donald that's 28. Skip, they got something formidable here. And I know when you look at it, you're like, well, damn, it's not like they got a Julio in that division. It's not like they got a Mike Evans or a big-time receiver in that division. But, Skip, Les Snead and Kevin Demoff believe, the general manager and the VP, they believe that they need talent to go into this building so people will come and watch this team play. And I like this move because I believe defensively, in order for them to get back to where they need to be, they need to get back to that defense that can take the ball away, set their offense up in short field position so the offense can score even more. This defense is not even close to what they were last year, Skip, and it's not nearly good enough.
By the way, quick point of order. It sounds like you're still a little hoarse to this day from rooting against the Cowboys on Sunday in the owner's box in Denver. Am I right? You screamed so loudly.
Yeah.
Leave me
For the
alone.
Is that what
Jets.
happened?
You damaged your vocal cords.
I've never noticed this from you.
Wow.
I did.
You damaged your vocal cords rooting against Dallas in Denver in the owner's box, right?
I did.
Okay.
It's not a good
Good.
sign.
Good.
You don't mind?
I like it. The universe got back at you.
Skip,
Right?
did you know Matt Barkley was AFC Player of the Week? Did you know that? Man came off injury. Had mono for a month.
Yeah.
Matt Barkley.
No, you're talking about Sam.
Sam?
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
I was like, who?
Sam Darnold.
Another
Yes.
mono guy?
Yes.
Oh, he
Yes.
deserved it. He deserved
Against your
it thanks
team?
to my defense.
That was
Well, maybe you
impressive
guys
for
should have
him.
traded.
Talk about that in just a moment, and I can't wait.
Maybe you
So
should
right
trade
now, I'm
Jalen
focused
Ramsey.
on Jalen Ramsey because I cannot tell you how much I disagreed with everything you said, except your original premise was they just go all in. They just say,
Every
okay,
year.
here we go. Let's go for the
They do.
throat.
Okay.
And it's either win now or it's going to be lose now. One way or the other, it's going for broke. And to me, this was a dangerously desperate move that ultimately will not pay off because they just way overpaid for a Jalen Ramsey, again, 2 firsts and a fourth, but 2 first-round picks for a guy you're going to have to now pay soon as the top corner in football. He's in the 4th year of his 5-year
Got a
rookie
5th-year
deal.
option coming up.
Some point soon here,
Next
if not now, in the offseason maybe,
Yes,
next
yes.
year, some point,
Offseason, you get
you're going to be back in that cowboy cycle of you got Dak and Zeke and Amari, you're going to have to pay,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So you're going to have to pay a lot for a guy who ultimately will be more trouble than he is worth. Because here you go again. You went all in with Aqib Talib, Marcus Peters, 2 extremely talented corners with some baggage, with some character issues on both sides, right?
Yep.
And now you just got rid of Marcus Peters, but you didn't get rid of him. You just gave him away to Baltimore. You only got a 5th back for him. He's made 2 Pro Bowls. He made a first-team All-Pro. He was the Defensive Rookie of the Year.
He was.
And you just said, we're done with this. Get him out of here. You got sick and tired of him. He kind of quit on you occasionally. He wouldn't play the defense. Sure, Wade Phillips.
Well, that's what Andy Reid said when he was
No, I
in
got it,
KC.
okay? But that's, you asked for it and you got it,
Yep.
okay? And was he kind of quitting on you, not really covering deep the way he should? Yep, he's probably quitting on you. Now, you point out Talib's on IR, so they went and got another guy, Jalen Ramsey, who's had all kinds of character issues, and I'm going to detail those in just a moment. But again, as talented as Jalen is, and I have absolutely no doubt about the talent because it's supreme. It's at the top of the board,
Yep.
top of your draft board. But is that all that ails this team? Because you said you need to fix the defense. By the way, they are now 24th in points allowed. 24th? So wait a second. You got Aaron Donald, Shannon Sharp Hall of Famer, says he's the best player in all of football, better than the quarterbacks. And he has been playing at a high level. He has been catching my eye more this year than he has in the past. But they've still allowed the 24th most points? Are you kidding me? And after that, if I start listing the bottom feeders after them, it's all the bad teams. It's all the Cincinnatis and Washingtons and Miamis. Those are below them.
The team that the Cowboys beat.
Okay, all right. I got that. You keep trying to change the subject when I got you on the run. But can Jalen play quarterback? Obviously, he can't play quarterback. He probably could have in high school because he was a stud athlete in high school. But Jared Goff is now 26th in QBR. Do you like that? I kept telling you, Dak's better than Jared Goff. Dak's better than Jared Goff. He outplayed him every time they played.
But he lost to him.
Okay, well, but 26th in QBR is not good, right?
Right.
Would you believe that Pro Football Focus now ranks the Rams' offensive line as a group
They're terrible.
31st?
They're terrible.
31st?
They're terrible.
And it was the same offensive line that blew my Cowboy defense off the ball. You were there that night in a playoff game to the tune of 273 rush yards against my defense by that offensive line. Just dominated. And then they had all the tells. They had all the inside signals. So they knew where the stunts were coming from even before they came. And that same offensive line is a shambles now. Whitworth has been a long-time Pro Bowler, but he looks like he's nearing the end of the line at left tackle, and you got all kinds of issues.
Right tackle looked bad. Left guard, the right guard just got injured. They made a trade with Cleveland for their center, but they believe they can play him at guard.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that he's much more than a backup. I'm not sure. Austin Corbett. I don't know about that. I'm not sure that's going to fix that offensive line.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Okay, so now we're back to Jalen Ramsey, and again, now you didn't fix the other cornerback spot because Troy Hill, and I don't know much about Troy Hill, but I don't think he's any great shakes. He's no Jalen Ramsey, but he's now your other, like you don't have Marcus Peters and Talib, and now you got Jalen Ramsey, way to go. You paid 2 firsts for him. And you got Troy Hill over here on the other corner. So are people just going to start throwing at the other corner?
Well, just imagine if you didn't have Jalen Ramsey. You'd have had Troy Hill and the guy that's the fourth guy starting.
Probably that David Long from Michigan that they drafted in the third round. You know, he's pretty good, but he hasn't seemed to come along as fast as they want to. But whatever. Now you do have Jalen Ramsey and you got Troy Hill. Okay, way to go. So where are you going to go from there? Because your offense is amazing.